Hello everyone, welcome to a kind of a continuation slash part 2 of my first Vorkath videos. I just noticed that people seem to like that, so I wanted to do that video, but maybe a little bit calmer and a little bit slower. Still quick, but I just want to go over, just whatever, we'll just take it easy. So, back in the house, we have the Ornate Pool of Rejuvenation. I pumped up my construction to make that, so it would make it easier to respec my health and my, Zuko? What's wrong, buddy? Yeah, come here. Like I said, this is going to be a little more casual, so we're going to go ahead. I put the Moon Clan Isle teleport on that as well to make it a bit easier. So we're going to come over here. We're going to reset our inventory. So I always equip the Bandos Godsword. That way I can actually set the inventory up properly. We're just going to go womp, womp. We don't really need to refill anything else because all these ones, it doesn't really matter if we're missing a couple doses. So, if you've watched the other video, you know this, but the gear setup is, I'll just walk, we'll have a little more time. The gear setup is basically standard accompanying things, so whatever highest level blessing you have, or an honorable blessing, or whatever god blessing you have, a berserker ring, barrow's gloves, and then a better version of any of the ferocious gloves if you have them, and then Amulet of Fury is what I use, but you could also use the Zenite version of that, the Torture, or I think that's what it's called. Anyway, so then Mythical Cape should be a fire cape. I'm just lazy. And then Dragon Boots are, I think Primordial Boots? Something. God, I don't even remember the names of half these items. Anyway, so we're here. The setup's pretty simple. I just put the Crumb one here for combo eating and because it fits really nice. So you have the Bandos equipped, you have Defender or Avernic, Dragon Hunter Lanston, Staff of Light, Slayer Staff, and any staff that can auto-cast Crumble Undead, but, we're using the higher magic because, the higher bonus magic because Justiciar has really bad magic defense, or offense, rather. So you can Splash, which is, of course, not really good. And then you got your Venom, your Extended Anti-Fighter, and your Divine Super Combat Potion. So, if you watch the other video, you know what's happening, but yeah, let's just get into actually killing the Vorkath. So we're going to take a dunk of normally I don't take a dunk of the Venom until I actually get Venomed, but whatever, we're doing that this time because I misclicked. And then, yeah, we have our quick prayer set up already, so boom, boom, we're going to activate that. We're going to activate the special attack, and we're going to go ahead and poke Vorkath. So, yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to get a big spec off. So 24 is not really high enough, in my opinion. That's good enough now, so we can start smacking him up. And, yeah, the rest of this is pretty easy. So we'll take a look at the first special attack, and then I'll just talk through whatever the first special attack is, which he does every 6 attacks. So that could have been a Venom, that green ball right there. So here's the first special attack. This is the pool. So you need to try to not stand on the acid, and you need to walk back and forth. And then let's see, it was kind of late, but let's do a little bit of a Wooks Walks here. Oh my god, I'm so out of practice. So that is how you don't do that. Oh my lord. Well, so bear with me. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit more casual. So, as you can see, though, if you're rusty or you're not experienced with it, it's pretty easy to mess up doing that, as I did. Even though I've actually had a lot of experience with it now, I still messed it up. But, okay, so here's the second special attack. So this one's super easy, of course. You just equip your thing, and you go Blanco. And I could have actually eaten there. Something's a little off with my mouse. I think my mouse pad is dirty. And then, so the red ball right there, the pink ball, always deactivates your prayers, which is why you want to set up quick prayers. And and then you always want to dodge out of the way of this red one, this red fireball. The red fireball is kind of fun too because once you get used to the timing, you'll start noticing, oh, hey man, like I could do an extra attack here with no repercussions. The other thing, and I don't know if it'll show up on this recording, but this is a pretty high latency world for me. You do not want to be on a high latency world. You want to be on a world that has a much lower latency because, like, right there, while that was a mistake, I comboed incorrectly as well there. While that was a mistake on a lower latency world, that would have still actually worked. But you just mean, the higher latency is the more precise timing. So this is actually just, we've basically done everything. There's the 2 special attacks, there's the fireball attack, there's this attack, and then we're going to eat, and then we're going to... And that's how you do that. You basically eat, then you equip the staff, then you attack him. That way you can eat. and be like as efficient as possible, you know, without like messing up your DPS. So I mean, I don't know if there's anything much more to say other than, you know, practice the Wook's Walk. It'll increase your speeds, and when you don't screw it up, you know, that's gonna be your fastest times. And you get really used to like finding the pattern here. And as you can see, like, I haven't done Vorkath in, I don't know, like 2 months, or maybe not 2 months, since whenever I made that last video. And I'm already back into it for the most part. With, you know, you can see there are a couple mistakes where I missed out on a little bit of damage, but I didn't get hit that time, right? And the first time I did. So anyway, the other thing, I know I mentioned this in the beginning, but yeah, typically I don't use the anti-venom until I actually get hit by that green ball. That's the third, it's not a special attack, but it's like a variant attack, which is the pink attack and the fireball attack. Those are all variants. So that one, you know, basically I'll just wait until I actually get venomed, and then yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, I think this is just a little slower, sillier video than the last one, but if, you know, this might be better for some people, and it might shore up any of the good questions you might have. So yeah, that's how you kill Vorkath. The other thing to make sure is when you get too low on HP, you can combo eat. So eat your sea turtle, then eat your Krombuan or whatever food you have, or you can just not take Krombuan and just make sure that you're eating. If you get below, like, I think 31 HP, because you don't want to get maxed hit out, but you always do want to be saving the food for when those special attacks happen, especially the second one, the ice one. So I'm gonna keep attacking this guy. I can get about, I don't know, 4 to 5 runs each time. Some people were asking me about that. I can get 4 to 5 runs with Justice Shear, which is like why I like Justice Shear. You take a lot less damage, and it's, you know, way easier when you make mistakes, which I tend to do, because I just don't end up doing this boss as often as I should be doing it. So anyway, that's the video, and yeah, hopefully this is not an improved version or a version 2, but a variant version of that first video. So yeah, cheers.